This is the domestic coverage on Top Accolade News. We're starting with a focus on politics. Former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai has said he has no intention of contesting the 2027 presidential election, declaring instead that his focus is on removing what he described as the evil administration of President Bola Tinubu. El-Rufai reportedly stated that Nigerians were tired of the ruling All Progressive Congress and are in search of a credible alternative. He claimed that internal polling showed a 91% disapproval rate of the Tinubu-led government, which he described as the worst in the country's history. El-Rufai was quoted as saying that he would support any political platform chosen through a collective consensus to unseat the current government. He added that having played a role in Tinubu's rise to power, he felt obligated to help reverse the damage, noting that at 65 he was ready to retire but wanted to contribute to ending what he called a threat to Nigerian survival. Now in economy. The federal government has announced the revenue of 6.9 trillion naira as of April 2025, marking a 40% increase from 5.2 trillion naira recorded during the same period last year. Speaking at the Q2 Citizens and Stakeholders Engagement in Abuja, Finance Minister Wale Edun credited the rise to improve revenue collections through automation, block leakages, and exchange rate refunds. Edu noted that Nigeria's debt service to revenue ratio has improved from 150% in early 2023 to 60% by end 2024, eliminating dependency on ways and means. He also revealed a 40% boost in electricity output alongside plans of mass metering and expanded renewable energy access under the World Bank AFDB Mission 300 project, highlighting increased investor confidence. Edun said foreign direct investment is flowing in, with a Brazil delegation arriving soon to discuss a multi-billion-dollar livestock deal, reinforcing Nigeria's renewed status as an investment destination. Still in economy, the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria has announced plans to ban all cash transactions and implement a nationwide tariff increase as part of efforts to modernize its operation and improve revenue generation. Speaking at an event, Finance Director of Commercial and Business Development Adebola was reportedly to have stated that while 92% of agency's current revenue comes from aeronautical sources, only 8% is generated from non-aeronautical activities, far below the global standard where non-aeronautical revenue typically exceeds 40%. Adebola explained that FAN intends to review tariff in a way that supports operational costs without overburdening service providers, assuring stakeholders that they would be notified well in advance. Meanwhile, FAN Managing Director Olubunmi Kuku emphasized the agency's shift to a full automated, cashless and contactless payment system to streamline transactions and enhance transparency. Now in crime, the Chief Security Officer of Ahoada East Local Government Area, Hector Ekeakita, has denied involvement in the violent attack and forced resignation of Council Sole Administration Goodluck Iheamnacho, despite police claims linking him and the Chief of Staff to the incident. Hector insisted it was impossible for him to orchestrate an assault on his boss, explaining he only intervened after hearing noise from Iheamnacho's office and was told the matter concerned unpaid appointees. The denial comes after Rivers State Police said Hector led 30 hoodlums who beat and coerced Iheamnacho into signing a resignation letter, now declared invalid by the victim. Police have invited Hector for questioning, while the embattled CSO maintains he only called authorities when the noise became unbearable. More on crime, the Economic and Financial Crime Commission has arrested former Chief Financial Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Umar Issa, and ex-Warri Refinery MD, Jimoh Olasunkanmi, over an alleged $7.2 billion fraud tied to the failed rehabilitation of Kaduna, Warri, and Port Harcourt refineries. Issa was reportedly central to the disbursement of funds for the controversial turnaround maintenance project. Other former NNPC executives, including Tunde Bakare, Ahmed Diko, and Ibrahim Onoja, are also under investigation for corruption, fund diversion, and kickbacks. The arrest follows revelations by the Senate Public Accounts Committee, which flagged trillions of naira missing in NNPCL's audited accounts from 2017 to 2023, demanding urgent answers from the cooperative's finance team. Insecurity. The federal government of Nigeria has downplayed concerns raised by the United States mission regarding a perceived security threat in Abuja, assuring the public that the capital city remains safe for residents and visitors, reacting to a travel advisory issued by the U.S. Embassy, which barred its staff and families from unofficial visits to military and government facilities in the Federal Capital Territory. Nigeria's Minister of Information, Mohammed Idris, was reported as saying that while the government respects the right of foreign missions to issue advisories, there was no credible threat to warrant alarm. Idris maintained that Nigerian security agencies were actively monitoring the situation and had made significant progress in detecting and neutralizing potential threats. He reiterated that Abuja remains secure, urging the public to go about their normal activities without fear. Now in sports, former Nigerian sprint star Olusoji Fasuba has launched a fierce criticism of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria following Favour Ofile's confirmed switch of alliance to Turkey just months before the 2025 World Athletics Championships. Fasuba condemned the AFN's leadership and accused it of failing its athletes, describing the federation's recent statement on Ofile as lacking in accountability and compassion. He defended Ofile's decision, noting that her frustrations were rooted in poor treatment and mismanagement, not financial incentives. Fasuba argued that inconsistent training, grants, and lack of refunds were pushing elite athletes away, adding that if a high-profile athlete like Favour can do such a thing, it tells others this might be the direction to go. That is the domestic news updates for now. Not to Packle News. Do stay with us for more domestic updates and developments. I am Blessing Bassi.